Hi guys, it's Kiefster. It's your boy. So, this has been kind of in the back of my mind for past few hours, past couple days, but this internalization that I feel I'm following, we're just gonna put it on video form. And I'm gonna try not to spam for more than a few minutes in the event that this video gets cut off, that my PC can't take it or for whatever reason. So, yeah. I'm gonna try to keep it under 5 or a little bit over 5 minutes. So we'll see how this goes. But um basically when it comes to just anything that you get it into, um in my case it's Yu-Gi-Oh, Smash Brothers, fighting games, um any sort of like game that requires skill or requires a bit of like interaction with people. I just want to say it's completely okay if all you want to do is just play casually. Like, I completely understand the mindset of, dare I say, me sticking to being a filthy casual. Like, there's no shame in like enjoying games on a non-competitive level. Now, I want to say at least for the past year or two, past few months, even within this year, I've been picking up on Yu-Gi-Oh again, and I have my friend Jin to thank for rekindling my spark into Yu. Because essentially, what Jin is, long story short, we're gonna get to his introduction one of these days if he's ever gonna be in my video proper. But what you guys need to know is he's one of my new friends in Texas, and I got him into Yu-Gi-Oh because of all that sort of bond and kinship and friendship. Where it's rekindled my passion for collecting the cards, opening a TCG storefront with the on TCG player, and literally just now I'm going to a locals and not really competing yet, but at least dueling like one of the regulars in the Yu-Gi-Oh, at least in my area, the Yu-Gi-Oh local scene, and actually even beating them once. Um, we all have to basically start somewhere. For example, if we take like Super Smash Brothers, I used to suck very hard. Like, I compare Smash and Yu-Gi-Oh kind of interchangeably because both games competitively are grassroots, meaning Nintendo or Konami don't really support them as much as they should compared to other sort of competitive like games, like whether that be Pokemon TCG or Pokemon whatever. Nintendo or Konami don't really support those. So, um, I'm trying to think where I'm going with this, but yeah, as far as like Yu-Gi-Oh is concerned, I think I'm understanding modern Yu-Gi-Oh more and more. And when I can say that, but then the next time I meet like a deck, I get like totally like my ass handed to me as the nature of that you know would, or as the you know people my generation would call um let me see, what is the term? Sorry, I'm a little slow. Looking at some things like getting smoked. Yeah, sorry, I was just trying to. When you get smoked, that's another way of saying like you get like bodied or you get like owned. And uh let's just say I'm getting to the point where my casual experience of Yu-Gi-Oh, my awareness on how to play decks, at least variety of anime decks, like Cyber Dragons, Blue Eyes, Dark Magician, and Elemental Heroes. Like, I have an awareness of what to do, and having that knowledge comes a long way. And one of my friends has said, like, I've proved that. Like, I was kind of like dumbfounded because I'm not gonna call any names, but mind you, this Snake Eye player surprisingly doesn't know how Dark Magician works, like the archetype, and they were kind of dumbfounded on some cards, and they don't even know how Cyber Dragons work, which is like, I guess I can't really blame, because if they're getting into the game relatively recently and they're playing meta, like, I suppose they don't expect to fight an anime deck like that, if that makes any sense. Which is pretty surprising, but I'm gonna get back to the point. Point of this is we all start somewhere, and quite frankly, whether you want to accelerate, to a point where you play meta decks or playing meta, whether that in Smash, Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, whatever it is, doesn't matter. You don't need to. Quite frankly, because of all like the videos I see on the competitive side of Yu-Gi-Oh and then even a Smash side, it made me realize this one revelation that I don't think I ever wanted to compete in nationals or like go travel. Like, if I do, the most I'll do is just I'll stick to being like locals, because at least if you're playing in local on a local level, yeah, you still absolutely need to do your best and do whatever it takes to win, but there's less diminishing in return, and more than likely you have a better chance on beating people probably roughly around your skill level. Now, if they play like high tier deck, then that's different. But like, generally speaking, you might have a better chance finding someone at your skill level if you go to local events versus going to like national events like CSs, or like events that are just meant to play at the very high competitive level. Which at one point in Smash, not necessarily about Smash, I wanted to. Like, for example, in Smash, there's no way. So, in the interest of trying to keep this short, because it can get cut off, like, yeah, obviously, I'm not going to be the next MK or name drop any sort of big competitor in any sort of scene. That's not being realistic. But, point is, however you approach this, just be prepared to deal with what comes with it. And unfortunately, when you play in competition, people are going to be playing to win. And if you don't play to win when you're there, then it's like, what's the point in a competition? Right? That's the way I'm rationalizing it. I used to just hate, not that I hate competing, but I no one likes losing. And I'm not an exception to that. But if you have a drive to win, sometimes you have to do whatever it takes. Even if you have to play a little dirty to get there. But yeah, that's all I want to say. Go on, audience. Until next time, take care, guys.